Hi guys, and welcome to my devlog of my new and upcoming game. My name is Marcus, aka Phodex Games, and I'm here to deliver true indie games made with heart and soul. As mentioned last week, we will take a look at the refined animations, how I set up my mocap studio with Kinect, and finally I will show you the results of the polishing process. So stay tuned and let's go! Okay, so the whole last week I was really very busy fixing all the animations, recreating broken animations, and so on. As you can see, the recorded animation data is pretty broke. There is a lot of jitter and some frames that are completely unusable. So what I did was selecting good keyframes, copying them and pasting them into a new animation that I get an overall clean result. That also meant that I had to take care on the animation timing, as I did not just use the whole mocap data. This was sometimes a little bit fiddling around, and sometimes I realized, hey, this animation is just bad and doesn't work, and I had to re-record it. And overall I have to say that this whole mocap thing was harder to do than I thought, because the reason I did mocap actually was to create not only better animations but also to create them faster, because animation is really a pretty hard thing to do and I'm not very good at it. I mean, I can do it and I maybe even can do it good, but then it takes quite a lot of time, and that was the problem. But surprisingly, it's kind of did take as long as creating them by hand. I'm not sure. I mean, some animations are actually easier to make, like talking or looking around or stuff where not much is happening. This is where mocap is very good at. I mean, my mocap system. I mean, normal mocap. I think it works for everything. Okay, so let's continue. So I created really all sorts of animation. Attacking, idling, talking, walking, staggering, and many more. Actually, it is pretty exhausting to mocap all this data, because you actually have to do the motion all yourself, which can be quite a nice training. I think the animations I had the most problems with were the attack animations, especially those for the two-handed and staff weapons, because both hands need to enclose the weapon. I actually ran into more trouble than if I would have just created them by hand. I never really did this motion capture before, so I hope this maybe gets a bit better from time to time. It's also pretty interesting how you set everything up, how you set the whole motion capturing system up. This really was a pain in the ass, I can tell you, because Windows, like so often, didn't want to do what I wanted it to do. First off, to do all that stuff, you need a $50 adapter for your PC to even be able to connect your Kinect to your PC, because no, that does not work just like without an adapter like it was with the Kinect from Xbox 360. Now you need an adapter now. Luckily, I found a pretty cheap one on eBay. But I had a very annoying issue, so the device kept connecting and reconnecting. I still don't know why that was, and it still happens sometimes. It's like total luck if it works or not. Sometimes it just worked after I restarted my PC. I don't know. That Kinect device definitely is not very reliable, and I have to say that overall I really got frustrated, and sometimes I thought, hey, let's don't do motion capturing, and I thought, okay, let's do it. I want good animations and it gets faster. And then again I was like, okay, fuck that shit, and it really was a back and forth, and I nearly I wouldn't have done it actually, but in the end I decided, hey, fuck all that shit, I will do it, because I know, or I believe at least, the results are going to be worth it. And in the end, I have to say, I'm not very sure if that's true, but okay, let's continue. So as you can see, the raw footage here is very bad, and as mentioned last week, I will definitely work on the animations once more. Still, the results are not that bad. I mean, they look pretty natural, and that is really a cool thing about them. But let's just take a look at the final results. I especially like the new one-handed attack animations and the talking animations. And as I already tried them, they look very good in game and make the AI characters much more believable. And it's just a cool thing if you're walking around in the dungeon or outside and you're seeing some bandits hanging out in the woods, stuff like that, and they're just talking with each other or doing stuff like repairing something or sitting on a campfire, stuff like that. So I think it was totally worth it to take all the effort to create this. And yeah, I'm excited to bring all those recorded animations into the engine and to set them up. An issue I ran into actually when setting them up, which I already did because, as you know, I'm like ahead of the footage I'm showing you here, was the attack animations, because they did not work together too well with the mechanic which allows the AI to attack while moving. Then it looks a little bit weird because the chest bone has some trouble, and I don't want to get in detail here, but it just doesn't look that good. And that's really a thing I have to fix in the future. Okay, so I think there's not much more to say. It was a very interesting experience for me to do this, and I'm really looking forward to make my animations look even better. The next thing I have to take care of are the player animations, and I think that will be next week's topic actually. I'm very excited to start working on them because they really make the feeling you have when doing actions or just moving around with the player. Okay guys, what do you think of the animations? Do you think they are looking alright? What to improve? And how important are animations for you? Really is something I'm very interested in, so please let me know in the comments down below. You know how it works, okay? I don't have to tell you. And if you want to know a little bit more about me and game development in general, maybe check out my other series called Game Dev Answers, and maybe, just maybe, if you like the content here, subscribe to don't miss a future video and to get the chance to grab free games in the weekly loot drop, starting with 1000 subscribers. As always guys, have a great day and stay cool!